Hey, what's up, people? Jay here at WrestleMania Axxess. As you can see in the background, or maybe you can't see, now you can see NXT. They just completed a show there. They did a ton of matches. I think Shinsuke Nakamura, he wrestled twice on the show. Once, I forgot who the guy was because I was in the line trying to meet Sasha Banks at the time, but I know the last match that they aired, it was Ty Dillinger versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't know if we're gonna get a chance to see these matches on the WWE Network on the weekly NXT shows. They had some other great stuff over there too. Bayley, she cut a promo talking about how she wasn't gonna give up, even though she lost to Asuka last night, and how that's the real heart of a champion. You know, not how many times you get knocked down, but how many times you get back up. A lot of great stuff. They actually had American Alpha versus Enzo and Big Cass. I didn't get to see that match because I was in line attempting to meet Sasha Banks, but a lot of good stuff happening. I'm sure the people, or at least I hope the people who were over there, they enjoyed themselves. I'm gonna do a quick 360 shot right here just so you guys get a bit more of, you know, the scene that's going on here. It's an absolutely amazing experience. Even though things have not gone 100% the way that I want them to, I wanted to meet Sasha Banks, and I keep mentioning that name because that was my whole reason for being at Axxess, to meet Sasha Banks. And I was in the line, and I got there even before the signing started, but the line was just, man, it was crazy. You don't know how weird of a feeling that is to be pissed off that your favorite wrestler is so popular. Because I'm looking at that line like, I really want to meet Sasha Banks, but there are way too many people here. But goddamn, she is like, she's popping. You know, like the line, they have these little things. I guess I'll turn around and show you. They have these little barricades set up, and then they have the areas roped off like a little maze where you have to go in and things like that. People were spilling out of the barricades that they had set up, and the line wrapped around like 2 or 3 times after they were out of the barricade. So take all of the people who were in the barricade, and then the line wrapped around 2 or 3 times outside of it. They didn't even have enough room to contain everybody who wanted to see her. And once again, bittersweet moment. Like, why are all of these people here? Well, should I know why all of the people are here? They're there for the same reason I am, but like, I'd like to get a chance to meet her, you know? So I'm in the line, and I'm thinking of things that I could possibly say to...
Yo! What's going on, baby? Stones, Rolling Stones for life.
Some fellow wrestling fans. I love Australia. Yeah, some fellow wrestling fans here. But yeah, it was a crazy experience for me because I was standing in the line and I was attempting to meet her, and I was thinking of things that I could possibly say to people to get them out of the line so they could go do other stuff, and you know, I could move ahead in the line and things like that. And there were a few people who were ahead of me. They were there, and they were talking about Candice Michelle because she was doing a signing next to Sasha Banks, and they're like, Candice Michelle, oh, she used to wrestle, she's pretty. And I'm thinking in my head like, no, she's not pretty, she's gorgeous, she's beautiful, the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. So beautiful, in fact, that you can't appreciate it from far away. You have to be up close. So why don't you go ahead and get out of the line and, you know, go say hey to Candice Michelle, see what's going on. And then there was another guy. He he was ahead of me in the line. He said, what did he say? He was like, I really want to meet Sasha Banks, but I don't want to die on my feet. And he ended up getting out of the line. And want to say hey?
Hey.
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name is Brian, but my YouTube name is Jay.
Jay. He's a big YouTube guy too.
Oh, wonderful.
He wants his own channel.
Oh, it'll happen someday.
Thank you.
So, yeah, there was this guy in front of me, and he was like, you know, I really want to meet Sasha, but I don't want to die on my feet. And he ended up getting out of the line. And once he got out of the line, like when he was moving to get out of the line, he like bumped into me, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I apologize. And I'm like, no, you're fine. In fact, thank you. So I'm like, yeah, because I don't give a damn. You could bump me, you could knock me down, as long as I'm able to get back up and, you know, move one spot ahead in line because you just got out. That's wonderful. So he ends up getting out, and long story short, I didn't get to meet Sasha Banks. And there was a point in time where they told people, if you like didn't meet a certain threshold, that, damn, my arm is getting tired. If you didn't meet a certain threshold, that because her signing was from 1 to 3, and at 3, Hacksaw Jim Duggan took over, and I'm like, I like Hacksaw, but Hacksaw Sasha, like, I'm yo, and no, it's ho. It's not even yo, it's ho. And America, all that wonderful stuff, USA. But yeah, I came here to meet Sasha, but I didn't get a chance to meet her. And even though I knew it was a long shot, this is how much of a mark I am. I was sitting there saying to myself, hanging on to the hope of meeting her is a whole hell of a lot more enjoyable for me than going to meet anybody else. And I stayed in that line, and I was like, I am not leaving until she does. And yeah, I didn't get a chance to meet her. She left, and I left too. And I think WWE sets this stuff up strategically. Like Sasha Banks leaves, and then Hacksaw Jim Duggan comes along. AJ Styles was doing a signing at the same time that Sasha Banks was. And apparently the person who took over his line was David Otunga. Like, could you imagine wanting to meet AJ Styles, like in the same position that I am with Sasha Banks? Like, all you wanted to do was meet AJ Styles, and you were willing to put in the time and, you know, all of the body pains and shit like that to finally get it to happen, and then David Otunga pops up. No sir, no sirree Bob, it's not going down like that. But yeah, still, like I said, just the hope, hanging on to that hope of meeting her, that made the experience wonderful. And I've checked out a few other things here. Instead of going and standing in another line, I just stayed here and watched the NXT show go down. Gonna turn back around so you guys can get a chance to see the ring right over there. But yeah, Charlie, he's here too. He went and got in the Becky Lynch line, and I told him to go look for her even before everything ended with Sasha's signing, because, like, I didn't want to miss out on the chance of meeting Sasha Banks and have him hanging on right there too. And then in me missing out on Sasha Banks, the fact that he's standing by me, that he's going to miss out on Becky too. So I was like, go ahead, find her, you know. And as long as that happens for you, that's good. Hell, I'll take it. I'll share in the excitement, because I know he's not going to live it down. That's going to be a big theme shit for as long as I'm going to know that guy. So yeah, I'm going to close this out right now. But before I do, I had a blast today. Just being in this atmosphere and seeing all of these wrestling fans. Hell, you guys have seen it. There's like a bond that you make with people just knowing that they're wrestling fans. You don't have to know that person or have seen them a day in your friggin' life. You don't have to know them from a can of paint, but the fact that you're a wrestling fan, it's cool. And it's wonderful on the outside, just in everyday life, seeing that and experiencing it, like just finding out whatever way somebody is a wrestling fan, and boom, that's an instant connection right there. Being here, you know, every single person that you see loves the business. Every single person is here because they are a fan of the business, and I think that's wonderful. It used to be a point in time where I didn't readily admit that I was a wrestling fan. I kind of hid that from everybody, but being here, it's fucking okay. It's not just okay, it's encouraged. It's the standard. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video now. You guys will see a little bit more from me later on, but for now, signing off. Peace.